All right, so it is day 2 of our massive decluttering, and yeah, I'm really excited. Let me show you the progress that I made since yesterday. In yesterday's video, we had done the first 2 rows of my, or like first row and a half of my nail polish shelf, and I've put all the polishes back so we can see if we zoom in. Cirque Colors and the beginning of Color Club, I did decide to keep that cobalt blue. We then move on to all of my Colores de Carol, and honestly, they look so beautiful, all lined up next to each other. They make me so happy, especially in like the rainbow spectrum. I love it so much. Next to the Colores de Carol, we begin China Glaze. And I'm digging it. I'm totally digging how China Glaze is starting out with like the dark reds and then it moves into the oranges. I only have 1 yellow from China Glaze, but that's okay. That's okay. There will be more yellows in other brands, so we need not fear. China Glaze continues over here. You'll see an empty spot right there, and that is for a polish that I had found as I was cleaning stuff out, and I want to keep it, so I wanted to show you guys when we start the declutter. We move on to some blues, and then you notice that we end with purple because we are heading off into the next brand. So the rest of the China Glaze that I'm keeping are still down here on the floor. I haven't put them in the shelves because there's no space for them just yet, because we need to move on to the next brand, which is Essie. I have gone through some of the piles around my room, and I have already found some Essie polishes and 1 lone little China Glaze that I found as I was hunting down all of my Essies in extra spots. So yeah, let's get this party started. I'm definitely gonna try to do better lighting than last time. Hopefully we can get better shots of the polish and we can get nice close-up views, but I'm not sure. So let me pull down all of my polish, get my lights set up, and we are going to go through these babies and do some decluttering. Also, I wanted to mention before we get too far along, if you missed day 1 of the decluttering extravaganza, I will link it down below, and I'll make a playlist of all the declutterings as well. That way you shan't miss any if you want to see the nail polish collection before we started and where I keep all of my nail polish and all that jazz. I will link that video down below. All right, so these are all of the Essies that I have. This is a China Glaze that I found as I was gathering up my Essies. This is Twinkle Twinkle Little Starfish from the Christmas collection, from the holiday collection, and I really, really like this one. I love the effect it gives. Polishes, it makes it look like sea glass, and I really, really love it. So I am keeping this one, and this is why there was an empty spot in the China Glaze section. I'll put that right there. And now we have a horde of Essies to start with. Now, Essie is a very difficult polish, is a very difficult brand. It's very hit or miss. There's some polishes that are absolutely fantastic and others that will make you want to cry. They're so bad. So some of these I might have to put aside and test them out before I make definitive decisions, like I did with some of the other polishes from China Glaze. And most of those polishes that I had put off to the side because I wasn't sure about formula, I actually destashed all of those. There wasn't hardly any of those that I kept. So that system seems to be working for me, to kind of put stuff aside if I'm not quite sure because I'm a little bit unsure because of the formula. So I'm gonna keep doing that kind of trend of like, if I'm not sure, I'm gonna put it off to the side. So let's just jump right in. This is All Access Pass. It's a beautiful purple cream. Really, really love the formula on this one, and this color is just amazing. So I am keeping this. This one is Forget Me Nots. It needs to be mixed up a little bit, and as far as I can remember, I feel like this is a really good pink cream. Solid, yep, really looks really, really nice. Love this kind of magenta bubblegum pink, so I'm definitely gonna be keeping this one. Here we have On the Roadie, and this one is a keeper. This is from their current spring collection. This one's amazing. I highly recommend this green polish. Word to the wise though, it does stain really, really bad. I had some severe stainage with this one, but I still love it. It's a perfect like dinosaur green. Kind of in the same vein of that, this one is Mojito Madness, and if we compare it to On the Roadie, they're very, very similar. Mojito Madness is a little bit more limey, which I figure is a word. It's a word now. And so I'm actually gonna keep it because I love the limey chartreusiness of Mojito Madness, and the formula is just as good as On the Roadie too. So I'm gonna keep both of these. I really like the formula for both of them. Apparently I'm in a green mood because I keep grabbing the green ones. This one is First Timer, another cream polish from Essie. This one I believe is definitely lighter on the spectrum of all of these kind of grass greens. So I'm definitely gonna keep it. I love the formula on it. It's not that bad. I enjoyed a lot. This particular bottle is a good formula for me, and I like these green variations. They're good for nail art. It's good for when you're doing specific manicures and you need like a cool tone green, or you need a more limey green, or you need a shamrock green. So I am actually gonna keep all three of these shades of green. They're good formulas and I like them, so I'm keeping them. Let's get out of the greens and let's do some pinks. I'm gonna push these down here. Get close to me. Get close to me, my babies. Here is another pink. This one is called Groove is in the Heart. And I want to say this might be from their summer collection last year, maybe. I'm not quite sure. It's a really beautiful, cute bubblegum pink. I really, really like this color. It's a pretty decent formula too for a pastel pink. Definitely going to be keeping this one. This one's in the Cabana, a really nice, like cerulean ocean blue. Really, really tropical, good formula. I'm going to keep this one. This one is Garden Variety, which is a killer teal polish. Like if you're looking for a really good teal like spring color, this one's amazing. The formula is so good. My particular bottle is really, really creamy. I got it nearly opaque in one coat. I believe this was from their spring collection 2 years ago. Loved this teal. This is definitely like a major favorite from Essie. This, again, Garden Variety, 2 thumbs way up. Highly recommend this one. Keeping that one for sure. Next up is Bikini So Teeny, and I know, like, this is definitely a cult classic, this beautiful periwinkle purple with a little bit of a shimmer running through it. The formula is really not the greatest. It's a little bit on the runny side. Over time, my bottle has gotten a little bit better, but I want to keep it. Like, I want to keep it because of this beautiful periwinkle color, and it's a cult classic. Like, you can't go anywhere without a Bikini So Teeny, so I'm probably going to be keeping this one for sure. Haven't really destashed anything yet, but I think we've got one right here. This one is the Yes Badrills from the Cashmere Mattes collection. I think this one was one of the Ulta exclusives for Essie. I'm gonna destash this one because the formula is really not that good. When I first got it, it was pretty terrible. I know a lot of people were upset with this. The colors are beautiful, but the formulas are just crap. And honestly, I have some Sinful colors that have much better formulas and are very, very similar to this in color, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I have Backseat Besties from their spring collection. This is a keeper. Love it, love it, love it. Great pink formula. Keeping this, it's a good one. This one is called Go With The Flowy. This one is from the holiday winter collection from last year. It's a nice like grout gray with some silver shimmer running through it, and I think I'm gonna keep it. It's a little bit different. I feel like I could use this one. I don't know if I'd wear it all on its own, but it would be good for nail art. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna test it, see if I use it that much. If I don't use it, then I'm gonna get rid of it. This one is Taj Mahal. This is from, I think, summer or like midsummer or mid-spring last year. And this color looks awful on me. It does not look good one bit, but the formula is absolutely fantastic. So I'm keeping it in my collection simply because I do share my collection quite a bit with friends and family. I have a nail polish party once a month where I have my friends come over and we paint nails and we do nail art and things like that. So I'm not the only one who uses my collection. And this polish is such a great formula that I feel like anybody who is blessed enough to have this go work on their skin without clashing too much should definitely wear it because it is a beautiful kind of burnt orange. Love this one. Next is Peach Side Babe, which almost kind of matches the rug that I'm sitting on in my nail polish room. And I really like this. It's a cute kind of peachy nude. Really, really think it's very flattering on my skin tone. The formula's pretty good on this one, so I will be keeping it. Here is Playing Coy from the fall collection of last year. Love this polish. This one is so beautiful on fair skin. I love it. It is like a really rusty orange. So beautiful. So I'm definitely keeping this. This next one is Borrowed and Blue, a nice, beautiful sky blue. Probably gonna keep it. I mean, I'm sure the formula is not killer. It's not to die for, but it's also like not terrible. So probably gonna keep this one. Here is Maki Me Happy from the fall collection of last year. Fall collection was amazing last year. It was like a Japanese inspired collection. This is a beautiful like ruby crimson red that I think is so beautiful on fair skin. It looks so nice. Like, I love it. This is my kind of color for the fall, so I'm definitely keeping this. Next we have a cult classic, which is Penny Talk. Definitely keeping this one. This one is such a good polish, not only for like manicures and wearing it as a nail color, but it's also really good for stamping, so I'm keeping that. Next we have Style Hunter, which is kind of a deep magenta. Love this polish, great formula, keeping it. Style Hunter is very, very similar to Buried Treasure. This is Buried Treasure, and here is Style Hunter. They're very, very similar, but Buried Treasure is a little bit brighter, so of course I'm going to be keeping it because it's a really beautiful magenta base, and I love having the variation between the two of these. Good for nail art, good for manicures, and they're good formulas, so I'm definitely keeping those. Next we have Pansy, which is a perfect blue-toned bubblegum pink. I actually have two of these. I have two Pansies. One I bought from Michael's, the other one I got at Walgreens, so I'm only going to keep one. I'm going to keep this one because this one has a nasty like sticker on it, so that one's going to be gone, but I'm definitely keeping this Pansy here. This one is Designated DJ from their current spring collection. Love this dark plum purple. I'm going to rock this one so hard in the fall, so I'm definitely keeping that. Has an excellent formula. Next one is Namaste the Night. Now this one is a little bit tricky because the color is amazing. It is absolutely gorgeous, but this one stains like it's crazy. Like it is so crazy how horribly this one stains. So I think I might compare this one to some of the colors I already have in my collection and see if it's similar to something I already have, because if it is, I'm probably going to get rid of it. It does stain tremendously horribly bad, and if I have anything close to this in my collection, I'm probably going to destash. It actually looks really, really close to this Essie color right here. This is Make Some Noise right here, and this one is Namaste the Night. They're very, very close, you guys. Like, these are ridiculously close. Honestly, I cannot tell the difference between either of these. I cannot remember which one was worse as far as staining, so I'm going to test both of these out, and I'm only going to keep one because literally, like, they're exactly the same. I don't need two of these. This one's After School Blazer, a really beautiful dark deep navy. Wonderful formula. I'm keeping this one for sure. Here is All the Wave, which is kind of like a denim-y kind of periwinkle blue. Really, really like this one. It's got a beautiful formula, so I will be keeping this. This one is called Satin Sister, and while you can't tell because it's kind of nasty, I need to like shake it up a little bit. It's a really nice dark pine green / teal. It's more pine green than teal, and I really, really like it. I think this one's a beautiful color for Christmassy times and wintry things and Christmassy manicures, so I'm probably going to be keeping that one. This one is Accrued Interest, and the formula is really, really bad on it. I'm not a fan of it. While I do love this kind of peachy nude color, I know I have a China Glaze that I kept that has almost that exact same type look to it, so I'm going to get rid of this one because the formula is really not good on that. This one's Berry Naughty. It's a classic like oxblood red. Love my oxblood reds. This one has a pretty good formula too, so I'm definitely keeping this one. Here's another beautiful magenta pink. This one's called Brides No Grooms. Let me see what I've already saved and compare it to some of these other pinks that I have. I might get rid of this one. This one is the color in question. It's very, very similar to this one here, which is Buried Treasure. I might have to hold on to it just to test it out and see what I think about it. Like, I'll have to actually physically swatch all three of these and see the difference between the two. So I'm gonna hold on to that one just to test it out. This one is Vibrant Vibes. Nice, sharp lime green. I'm gonna have to test this one. I don't know. If the formula is good, I'll keep it. If not, it's going away because I don't have time for this kind of pasty lime green color. So we're gonna test this one out first before I make any decisions. Here is Going Guru, which is a nice pastel, like pea minty green. This one is all gonna have to come down to the formula. If the formula is no good, I'm getting rid of it. I can actually kind of tell right now it might not be that good. I have other mint greens that I love to wear that have really good formulas, so I think I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna throw this one out. Here's a fun glitter called Ignite the Night from Essie. A really nice, like finely milled silver polish. I don't know about this one. So I might hold on to it simply because I don't think I have anything remotely close to this right now that I can see, but I'm gonna put it in my maybe pile until I can figure out if this is something I want to keep, because I feel like this would be a really good polish for like nail art, but I don't know if it's enough to hold on to, so I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile. This one I'm definitely keeping. This is Getting Groovy, a nice gold foil polish. Keeping it, it's amazing. Here is Oh Behave. I think this is from their fall collection, and I'm gonna toss this one. Again, I'm not digging these like shimmer polishes. I just don't like them. I mean, this one has a pretty good formula, but I just don't like it. I feel like it's just really, for some reason, it reminds me of like 90s interior design. Does anybody else get those vibes of like, you know, the teal and the mauve and like the eggplant purple? Like I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna toss this one. Next, we have Sunday Fun Day, which is a really vibrant and bright orange with a little bit of a sparkle running through it. I really, really like it. Very corally, very, very cute. Keeping it. Here's another one of those cashmere mattes. This one is Just Stitched, and I believe this one has a much better formula than those other cashmere mattes from the Ulta collection. This one's very, very like soft and sophisticated and very, very pink. It's a really nice nude kind of pinky polish that dries to a really beautiful matte finish. I'm probably gonna hold on to this one. I really, really like this one, and the formula was not bad. Here is Playdate, a classic Easter purple. Love the formula on this one, definitely keeping it. Next is Bell Bottom Blues, a really cool like shimmery navy blue that looks so vampy on the nails. Love this one for the fall, so I'm definitely keeping that one. This one is Cute as a Button, and looking at it, it looks very, very similar to Sunday Fun Day, except Sunday Fun Day has a shimmer, like a little bit of a glitter running through it, and I'm not a fan of the glitter, so I'm actually gonna ditch Sunday Fun Day, and I'm gonna keep Cute as a Button. Here's another cashmere matte from that Ulta exclusive, and I'm probably gonna get rid of this one, which is a shame because the color is super, super cute, but I know I probably have a Sinful Colors matte polish that is very similar to this in color, where it's a kind of a sky blue, so I'm gonna get rid of it. The formula is not worth it. It bubbles up. It's really obnoxious. I don't want it. Go Go Geisha is a really beautiful kind of mauve-y taupe. I think, again, I need to broaden my horizons and keep some of these like nuder shades around for other people who might be using my collection other than myself. I feel like this one kind of clashes with my skin tone a little bit. It's a little bit too brown or like gray, and it's not warm enough, but I am keeping it because the formula is fantastic, and I feel like somebody else whose coloring would work better with this one would really, really love the formula because it's so nice. It's very, very user-friendly. This one is Pret a Surfer, another classic like periwinkle purple. Such a beautiful color for spring, and I love just kind of this dusty periwinkle blurple. Love it, love it, love it. Keeping it. Great formula. Love this one a whole lot. Here's another one of those cashmere matte. This one is Soft as Sand. It's very, very similar to Just Stitched, but I prefer Just Stitched better. It's a little bit more nuder. I like the finish of it better. It matches my skin tone a little bit. This Soft as Sand is a little bit more blue toned, so I'm keeping this one, getting rid of that one. Another disappointing cashmere matte. This is Hip Tide. I wish this one worked out. It's a nice bubblegum pink, but the formula is just horrible, so I will be destashing that one. Flowerista. I really, really love this kind of eggplant purple. I have another one that's very, very close to it, but a little bit brighter, so I will definitely be keeping this one. And this remaining one in my hand, this is Coachella. And I like it. I like it a lot. It's hard to kind of get a real feel of the color because it's kind of mixed up a little bit. I really like it. I like it a lot, so I'm gonna hold on to this one. Here's another pastel purple. This is Splash of Grenadine. Let's compare it to some other pastels that I've decided to keep. Here it is compared to Playdate. So they're very, very different. This one's obviously more blue purpley. This one's kind of more pinky purpley. So I will keep them both just because of the color variation. Good for nail art, good for just manicures in general, and they have good formulas. Here's Knockout Pout, which is it's such a cute color. It's kind of a neon coral, which I really, really love. The formula is not that good, to be honest, but I will put up with it because the color is so cute. Here it is compared to Groove is in the Heart, and you can tell it's a little bit orangier and a little bit more saturated in color, so I like it. I think it's cute. It's a beast to work with because of the formula, but I'm willing to put up with it because the color is adorable. Here's Blossom Dandy, gorgeous mint green. Formula is really, really nice on this one. I I really, really love it. I think this one is such a beautiful minty green. One of my favorite mint greens is this polish right here. Gorgeous. Here's another good nude. This is Perennial Chic. Again, it's a nude that really, really complements my skin tone. Like you can tell, it's a very, very yellowy, warm nude. So I love this one. It looks so nice on my hands. Again, it's very rare for me to find nudes that I like, and I love this one. Here's a cashmere matte that I'm probably going to keep because I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. As soon as I do find something that has a better formula, I will probably destash it. This one is called Spun in Luxe. It's a really nice, beautiful, deep black based like matte polish with a little bit of a blue shimmer running through it. If you like the look of this, you could pick it up. I wouldn't pay full price for it. Don't pay full price. But if you find it on sale or at like, you know, Marshalls or TJ Maxx, pick it up. It's not a bad matte. It's not bad. Next is Hot Tub. Nice dark like black base with a little bit of a multi-chrome shift running through it. Really, really cool. I like this one a lot. It's fun to play with, especially in the fall. I'm probably going to keep this one. Baha Moment from, I think this year's spring collection. Love this polish. This is so beautiful. It is very reminiscent of some of these other colors that I have on account of it being like this dark raspberry. But it's very different from some of these other colors I've already decided to save. This one is Buried Treasure. This one is Style Hunter, and then this one is the Baha Moment. You can tell it's different. It's a little bit different. It's more pink. It's not as red as these other two. The formula is fantastic on that one, so I'm definitely keeping this one for sure. Here is Madison Ave Hue, nice blue-based pink with a little bit of a shimmer running through it. It's very similar to Sunday Funday. I'm not liking this. I don't like the combination of the shimmer in that blue-based pink. I like my pinks, I like my bubblegum pinks to just be creams, and I'm not a fan of that shimmer running through it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Ready to Boa. This is interesting. It's a nice, like, chocolatey, velvety looking, shimmery, luxury polish. Really good formula on this one. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm tempted to throw this one out, but I kind of want to hold on to it for the fall to see if I reach for it a lot. I don't remember, I think I wore this one maybe once or twice this fall, and I don't think I was like over the moon about it, but I also don't think I hated it either. So I think I want to play with this one a little bit more. I'm going to put it in my testing pile to see if it's worth keeping, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. Here is Partner in Crime. It's a delicious like dark chocolate brown. I don't have very many browns in my collection, and this formula is actually quite nice, so I will be holding on to this one. This is Wicked, a very, very deep, almost black purple. I love these kinds of colors. It's very, very deep. It is so incredibly like, it is quite sinful. I absolutely adore these kinds of colors, especially in the fall around Halloween. So I'm definitely keeping this one. This glitter topper, I'm probably gonna get rid of. This is called Peak of Chic. It's a mixture of white matte glitters and some bar holographic glitters. I've never used it, and all the time I've had it, I've never reached for it. I've never used it once, so I'm gonna toss it. Here's Party on a Platform, a nice cranberry red from Essie. I actually didn't save very many reds from Essie, so I'm gonna keep this one because it's actually a really nice formula, and the red is really, really flattering on my skin, so I'm gonna keep that. This one is Udon no Mi, which is from the fall collection last year. I'm definitely keeping this one. It's a darkened, almost grayed out mint. Purple that came in this collection really, really complements this kind of dusty teal, so I'm keeping this one for sure. I am also going to be keeping Kumono Over, which is that dark deep purple from that collection. Beautiful, beautiful purple cream. Keeping this one. I love it so much for the fall. Viva Antigua is this really, really cute turquoise with a gold shimmer running through it, and I'm actually going to keep it. I love this, and I think the shimmer that they combined with this like teal color, turquoise color, is gorgeous. Really, really fun for the toes. Love this one. Here is a cool toned gray called Pedal Pushers. I like this one a lot. I have yet to find grays that work for me. I don't know. I'm not a gray fan to begin with, but I like this one. It's a very nice like blue cool toned gray. Really, really fun. Excellent formula. Really, really nice smooth application. This one's a keeper. This one's Scarlett O'Hara, a really nice, beautiful shimmery red. I saved a bunch of the shimmer reds from China Glaze, and honestly, those are the reds that I use the most. So I will probably get rid of this. Here we have Saltwater Happy, which is very, very similar to Bikini So Teeny. And the formula is, I mean, it's just as, I mean, they're watery. They're pretty watery formulas. But I really like it. I really, really like it. It's not anything to write home about, but it's also not terrible. So I'm probably going to keep this one. It's just so dang cute. Here is Excuse Me Sir from this spring's collection. I love this polish. It's a beautiful peachy pink. Really, really nice for my skin tone. We will compare it to a nude from Essie, and let's see, that's a little bit bright. Where's a little bit more orange? Yeah, I like it. I like sticking with this one. I think it's really close to like Just Stitched, but without the shimmer. Like, I don't know, maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me, but I love it. I'm keeping it. It's a great polish. Okay, we've got 3 left, and I haven't really got rid of that many Essies, but that's okay. That's all right. It's okay. I'm loving the ones that I have. This one's called Loot the Booty, and honestly, I just love the name of this one. I think it's hilarious. But the polish is actually really, really pretty too. It's a nice like sapphire blue with a shimmer running through it. I really like this one on the toes last summer. It was really, really pretty. Formula is okay. It's not the worst. It's not the best. It's also very, very high staining. So, I mean, you take what you can get. It's a really beautiful color though, and I'm probably gonna keep it. It's just a beautiful sapphire blue. Last 2, we have Now and Zen, which is another nice like mid-tone gray. It's pretty good for all skin tones, so I'm definitely keeping that. And I'm definitely going to get rid of this. This is Starry Starry Night. It was kind of like a cult, not a cult classic, well, kind of a cult classic, and that people like lost their poop over, and then they reissued it. And when I got it at like Marshall's and tried it out, I'm like, really? This is what everyone lose their poop over? Because I don't see it. It's basically like a dark navy base with like tons of silver glitter running through it. I have so many indie polishes that will knock the socks off of this. I'm not even gonna bother. Like, there's no point. There's no point. I'm not keeping it. These are all the Essies I will be keeping. It looks like quite a bit still. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself, but these are all polishes I really, really love and I use all the time, so I can't be that mad at myself because they are polishes that I use, and I'm not keeping them just because they make a collection or they complete a set. Like, I actually genuinely do love these colors. Here is a glimpse of the colors that I have destashed. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those Essies that I'm getting rid of. And then there are a handful over here of ones I need to test out before I make final decisions. All right, next on the chopping block, we have L'Oreal Hard Candy and Finger Paints. So let's jump in here and get going, because I know I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of these. I don't reach for these anymore. There are some in here that just don't do it for me like they used to, so let's just get this over with. First ones that I'm definitely going to be keeping are these 2 from L'Oreal. These are both Masked Affair. I scoured my entire city and I finally found Masked Affair, and when I found it there were 2, so I bought 2 of them. Really nice, beautiful hollows, but to be honest, I have hollows from indies that are so much better than this. So much better than these. But I kind of like the subtlety of these. I love the subtle hollow in this, and that it's still really, really silvery with just a kiss of hollow. So I'm actually going to keep it. I probably shouldn't, because I know I might not even use it. I know I have indies that I would probably grab for first before ever wearing these, but I really worked hard to find these, so I'm gonna keep them because, I don't know, I feel like I need to for all the hard work that I did. This one's Total Decor from L'Oreal. I don't like it. I mean, I never wear it. It's dark, it's black, it's got some glitter in it. It's kind of glitzy, but no, not doing it. This one is Gray Corset. I actually kind of like this one. It's like a deep navy. The formula is actually not that bad, so I will hold on to that. This is just awful. This is probably one of the worst yellows I have. This one is called Tweet Me, I think. And I thought it has the potential of being so cute because it's this nice canary yellow with a shimmer running through it, but the formula is just awful. Like, look at how much I've used of this, and I think I only wore it like twice. I had to do like 3 to 4 coats. Not worth it. Getting rid of it. Love this one. Love this so much. This is Gypsy Glitz. It's a holographic bar glitter polish. Absolutely adore this one. Keeping it. I wish I had a backup of it because this is gorgeous. I love it. This is Power Potion, a really deep black, like almost like car varnish. Like, it looks like a black car. I'm not digging it. I thought I would. I thought I'd be like all about this life and I would put it on and I'd put like a matte topper on it and it would be gorgeous. I don't do it. I don't do it. I'm not a huge black polish person, so I will get rid of that one. This one's another one where it's like I like the idea of it, but I have indie polishes that I turn to more. This one is called Tuxedo Noir, and it's a very glitzy black glitter. And the reason I don't gravitate towards this one is because I have a Coloris de Carol, which is a black hollow. And of course I want to wear the black hollow over this any day, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Here's another L'Oreal gray foil. This one's called Caution Please. I have a foil polish from China Glaze that I turn to every time I kind of want this tarnished silver color. I think the one from China Glaze is the Silver Fox one. Check out the Silver Fox. A really nice, beautiful tarnished silver foil, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. This one is called Eau Chandelles or something like that. It's kind of like a grout color. I'm actually gonna keep it because I don't have anything quite like this in my collection where it's kind of a gray, a very, very light gray cream. So I'm keeping this one simply for color reference, and as soon as I find something that I like more or better or, you know, whatever, then I might switch this one out, but I will keep it for the color uniqueness. Haha, look at this! I didn't know! I do have another Gypsy Glitz. So I have two of these Gypsy Glitzes, and I'm super excited because they're gorgeous. So, oh, I'm so happy I have two of those. I had no idea. Here is another glitter topper from L'Oreal. This one is called Snowball. It's just packed full of hollow glitters. Honestly, I have a Cirque Colors glitter topper that is far more glitzy than this, and I will probably use that one more, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Here is Boho a Babe, and it's another peachy nude. I'm gonna compare it to the Essie one that I have already picked out, and it's a little bit lighter, so I'm probably gonna keep this one then. It's a little bit more yellowy and more ivory, which I appreciate, so I think I'm actually gonna keep that one. Here's Miss Gray. Again, I don't want to use it. So yeah, I'm getting rid of it. Here is Bad Bad Gray. And I kind of like this one. I don't know, something about it makes me think of asphalt when it gets wet. I kind of like it. I like this one. I think I'm gonna keep this one for sure. This is Bad Bad Gray. You're staying with me. Ooh, I like you. You can come sit next to me. This is Fiery Sunset from L'Oreal. It's a beautiful like chili pepper red. The formula is not the greatest, but I love this shade of red. It's like really spicy, really like fiery red. Love it, love it, love it. This is from Square Hue. Actually, Square Hue. This is Nong from the Con collection. You know what? That's close enough. I'm good with this. And this has an amazing formula. This formula is fantastic on this one. So I'm getting rid of Fiery Sunset. You gone! Next we have Blissful Blue. And I really like these pastels. I'm gonna pull all of these pastels together. I think this was a spring collection from L'Oreal a couple of seasons ago. And I really do like these. I thought these were really beautiful. The formulas were not bad. They were, you know, maybe 2 to 3 coaters. I think this mint green in particular was probably not the greatest, but I don't know, I liked them. I liked them a lot. These two here are very, very similar in color. So let's check some of these Essies and see how these colors compare. Let's start with this like minty green one first. If I can find a color in my collection that's similar to this, I'll probably get rid of it. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything that is very close to it, so I think I might keep it for a color reference just for the time being, but I'm sure I have something better. Let's see if any of those Essies that I kept are similar to this one. This is Wispy Clouds. Beautiful light sky blue. I think I'm gonna be holding on to this one too as a color reference. I remember not being overwhelmed with the formula on this one, that it was very, very thin and very, very sheer, and I had to do a couple of coats. So I'm keeping it as a color reference. Here we have two very similar blurples. We have Spring Showers or we have Wear Skinny Jeans and Spring Showers. I really want to keep Wear Skinny Jeans. Wear Skinny Jeans because it's actually a textured polish and I love that. Spring Showers, I feel like is very, very similar to Essie's Bikini So Teeny, but it's a tad bit darker. So I'm probably going to keep this one because I know I don't have anything that's very, very close to this color. And the formula was okay. It's not awesome, but it's not terrible. Here's Radical Rose, and I remember being very impressed with the formula on this one, so I'm gonna keep this one. Here's Flower Crown, and I feel like I've seen this color before in my collection, and And I know I probably have something very similar to this. Either I haven't gotten there yet, or I will be getting there pretty soon. I'm looking in my collection right now. I'm gonna hold on to this for a color reference, but I'm not sure. This one's Hint of Lavender, a really pretty like blue-based baby pink. Definitely keeping this one. I remember liking the formula on it and being impressed with the color and the whole experience, so I'm keeping this one for sure. Last, we have some pinks from L'Oreal. We have, what is this? Sweet Nectar and Acid Watermelon. I'm going to be keeping both of these. Okay, now let's get into some of these other like colors, glitters. We're gonna just jump in here. All of the L'Oreals are done, and I got rid of quite a bit of them like I knew I would. Now it comes time for these finger paints and hard candies. This one is Emerald Expressionism. I really don't use these finger paints very often. I don't know if it's because of where they were positioned in my shelf, or if like the colors just are not inspiring enough to me, but I've never really used them. I bought them from Sally's, most of them on clearance, and I've never ever used them once. This emerald one, while very, very pretty, is a little bit dull, and it's not, I'm just not jonesing for it. I know I have other like emerald colors that I would probably grab because they're more saturated, so I'm gonna get rid of this. This, however, is really cute. This is Once in a Watermelon. It's a really, 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 really bright watermelon pink. Has a really nice formula. I love this one on the toes in the summer, so I'm probably gonna keep this one. I really, really enjoyed this. The other one that I'm definitely keeping from Finger Paints is Black Expressionism, and it's their classic black polish. This is a one coater black, so I love using this for stamping. This is Springtime Bloom. It's a blue-based kind of bubblegum pink. I don't really know about this one. I don't know. I've just never really worn it. I'm gonna have to test that one out first. This one is Picturesque Purple. I have lots of purples in my China Glaze. I'm sure whatever purpley needs I have, I can find in my China Glaze purples, so I'm probably gonna get rid of that one. This one is Romanticism Ruby, and I'm totally keeping this one. It's a really beautiful red sparkly glitter polish. I love this one. It reminds me of like ruby slippers from Wizard of Oz. I love it. I absolutely love that one. Keeping that one for sure. Two other glitter polishes that I'm for sure keeping are these two blue polishes from Finger Paints. This one's in the Monet, and this one over here is Laugh My Art Off. In the Monet is absolutely gorgeous. It's a lot like that Ruby Romanticism one. It's very, very thick. You can get full glitter coverage with that one, so I'm keeping this one for sure. Now that I'm looking at this one closer, I love these blue glitters, but it is really, really sheer. You can't build it up. You can't wear it fully opaque on its own. There's a lot of heavy base in there, so I actually think I'm gonna get rid of this one. This one's Wanna Go Dance. Kind of a nice like rose gold foil, but I have a China Glaze rose gold foil that I grab more, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. This one is Stardust Blush. It's a nice like combo of red and gold and silver metallic foil glitters, and they're kind of all packed in there to create this really beautiful warm toned glitter polish, and I really like this one, especially in the fall. It's very, very fall-esque, so I'm probably keeping this one for sure. This is Crystalline Crush. It's just a simple like gold metallic glitter. I'm not a fan. It's not the greatest. It's nothing to write home about. I have a million other gold metallic glitters, so I'm getting rid of that one. This one I'm also getting rid of. This was Shower in Flowers. It's a green matte glitter polish with a little bit of hollow in there. I just don't use it. It's really, really cute. I think it's adorable in the bottle, but I never put it on anything, so I'm getting rid of that. This one is called You're So Antsy, and I really thought it was super cute, and I liked it when I first picked it up because it's got these really adorable black and white matte glitters, and the white ones are in little square shapes, so it's really, really cute. But then I found a Cirque Colors glitter topper that's essentially the same thing, except there's hollow glitter packed in there, so of course I use that one more, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is Peacock Portrait. It's a really nice blue-based, high glitzy, glammy glitter polish. I'm probably gonna keep this one, but I wanna check with my stuff before I get rid of it, so I'm gonna put that one off to the side. Okay, now all that is left are all of these hard candies. Now these were purchased at Walmart. I don't believe you can buy these anymore. I don't think I've seen them at Walmart for a while. I never use them. I never ever use them. I think the ones that I use the most are this one here. I remember using this one for a Valentine's Day manicure, so I might keep it, But again, I don't think I would be heartbroken if I got rid of it. However, there is this one here that I really, really do love. This one is called Fairy Ball, and it's a really light baby pink with some hollow in there. I really like it. Now, the only problem with these, like, with these hard candy polishes, they smell awful. They smell like paint. I think I might actually just get rid of these. I thought if the quality was okay, I might get rid of them, but they smell like latex paint. So I'm probably gonna get rid of most of these, which is a shame because I actually kind of like this one, but it smells awful and it's really, really thick and I probably won't even really get to use it. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of all of these. None of these are like, oh, pick me, like you don't want to give me up. Like, I honestly, the only one that was really like calling to me was this one and it smells horrible. So I don't think I want to keep it. And the rest of these, I have stuff in my collection already that's really, really similar. Like here's another one of those black and white matte glitters. Cirque Colors is so much better because it's got hollow and the base to glitter ratio is actually usable. So I'm just gonna get rid of all of these. So here are all the polishes that I am keeping. Here are all those Essies that I originally had. These are all the L'Oreals that I'm keeping. Here are all the finger paints that I'm keeping. I only have like a couple that I need to test. I've only added a couple to the testing batch and my destash has grown. I think I'm gonna do one more brand. I think I'm going to do Maybelline Color Show, and maybe we'll do Nicole by OPI. I don't know. I know there's a lot of the color shows that I'm going to be getting rid of, so we might do Maybelline Color Show and then Nicole by OPI as well. We shall see how I feel after Maybelline. Here are all of my Maybellines. Most of these Maybellines I purchased from the dollar store. I don't think I ever really paid full price for any of these except for the bleached neons. I'm pretty sure I purchased those off of eBay because at the time, which was like what, 2-3 years ago now, these were some of the first bleached neons available, like as a drugstore product. So I bought the entire set. Some of them are better than others. I probably won't keep the whole collection because I have other bleached neons. Since bleached neons has definitely become a thing, I have some that are much, much better, and I will be getting rid of most of these polishes. I have two of In the Blush, which is a really nice pinky peachy nude, but if we compare it to the peachy pinky nudes that I'm saving from Essie, you'll note that again, we're kind of working with my nudes here. I'm kind of building up a collection. Here's another nude from L'Oreal. I will probably keep one of these. I don't need both for obvious reasons. That's just insane. Next is another dupe, two duplicates. Okay, we've got Ultraviolet from the Bleached Neons collection and Lust for Lilac, which is part of their regular Color Show line. They look identical, like they look exactly the same. I think maybe Lust for Lilac is a little bit lighter, but at the end of the day, when these polishes are on your nails, they look identical. So I think I'm probably going to keep this one because I have more of it. I know that's a silly and probably selfish reason to keep a polish, but I do have more of it in this bottle than my Lust for Lilac. So I'm keeping the Ultraviolet and I will be destashing the Lust for Lilac. This is another one that I definitely want to keep. This is from their Color Show Jewels collection. It's a nice white matte glitter topper. It looks really, really nice for Christmas manicures. So I will be keeping that. Another one that's calling to me is this one here. This one's called Intense Teal. This is another one that really speaks to me. I really love this kind of tealy base when compared to that hard candy that I was tempted to throw out and I still don't know yet. I kind of like this. I love how tealy and like mermaid-like it looks. I'm definitely gonna keep that one. Really, really like it. This one here is probably another one that I will keep. This is Pink Punch from the Bleached Neons collection. I'm probably going to hold on to this and keep it as a color reference to see if I have anything like this in my collection, but the formula is not that good. None of these bleached neons were that great, and that's what we have learned about some of these pastel bleached neons is that the formulas are really, really difficult to master. So this one does not have a good formula, but I love this color, so I will hold on to it as a color reference. And the other one that I might be tempted to keep is Bombshell Blue. A lot of people were talking about this one a couple of summers ago. It's a beautiful cobalt blue and the formula is actually pretty nice. So I probably will keep this one. I really like it and I'm gonna see where I go with it. If I don't use it, then I'm probably get rid of it eventually. And then the rest of these I'm getting rid of. I would not be sad one bit if all of these were all of a sudden gone in my collection. So away they will go. Let's go ahead and do the Nicole by OPI, because again, I feel like that's going to be another quick one. I can already tell right now which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to give away. So let's just pull those babies down and we will end after Nicole by OPI. All right, so Nicole by OPI. I feel like these are considered like relics now because I think Nicole by OPI is over, right? It's not a thing anymore. So I don't know, maybe I should be keeping on to these for sentimental value, but I'm not. If I get rid of half of these, I think I'm doing my job right because I can see some duplication of colors that I know I've already kept. I'm seeing some glitters that I'm not interested in using. So I can safely say I'm going to probably get rid of about half of these. This is Stars at Night from the Selena Gomez collection. It's a bar glitter topper. This one is a poor man's version of Gypsy Glitz, so I will be getting rid of this one. This one's really base heavy and gross, and this one is just a really nice blend of bar glitter and base, so I will be destashing this one. Here's Let's Hear It for Pink, another one of these like shimmers that I'm just, ugh, I just don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want it anywhere near me, so goodbye. I think this one is just called Naturally from the Selena Gomez collection. A beautiful kind of candy pink. I'm sure if I compare this to some of my Essies, we will find some duplicates. How does this compare to Flamingo Teeny? Oh, no, it's a little bit more pinky. Well, actually, those are pretty close. Is this Backseat Besties? Yeah, it is. It's really close to my Flamingo Teeny. Love it. Okay. Actually, now that I'm comparing it to other pinks, it appears to be a little bit more unique than I thought. And you know me, I love my baby doll pinks. Actually, those are pretty close. This is OPI's Susie Nails New Orleans. They actually look pretty close. They look very, very close to me. This one is also a little bit on the runny side. So yeah, we'll get rid of the Selena Gomez. All right, next we have a Carrie Underwood. Again, this like cotton candy pink. I can't help it. This one is called Carnival Cotton Candy, which is very appropriately named. It's very, very close to Flamingo Teeny Pink. Really close, actually. So I probably will hold on to the Carrie Underwood one. This is Cotton Candy Carnival again, so I'm gonna hold on to that one. Let's see. This one is called Calling All Corals. I'm willing to hold on to it to try it a little bit, even though I'm not loving that shimmer, but I'm gonna test it out because I really like this corally orange pink, and maybe it'll look absolutely smashing with a with a matte topper on it. So I don't know, it looks really sheer. You know what? I'm getting rid of it. I don't want it. After opening up and looking at it, I'm like, nope, get away from me. This one is Lay It on the Lime. Really beautiful, like electric lime pastel. Here is Vibrant Vibes from Essie. They look really similar. I'm gonna have to test both these out and see which one has the better formula. Whoever has the better formula gets to stay. So it's a cage match. This one's called Did He Wink at Me? This is gorgeous, and the formula is really, really nice. However, I do feel like it's probably, oh, look at that formula. I think it is similar to an Essie that I kept. Very, very similar to Pret a Surfer, except it looks a tad bit more purple. A tad bit more purple. So is it worth holding on to? Maybe. I kind of want to hold on to it knowing that they're a little bit different, but they're essentially the same. Is it really gonna make that big of a difference, Juanita? No, it's not. I'm gonna get rid of it. I only need one. I only need one of these like pastel denim blurple blues, so I'm getting rid of it. Here is I See and Raise You. This one is I See and Raise You, a very nice like Pacific Blue-esque shade. I think I'm gonna color reference this one and see if I have anything similar to it in my collection already. This one's Luke of the Draw from the Modern Family collection. It's a black jelly base with silver glitter. No, thank you. Here is another Selena Gomez one. This one is called Mi Fantasia. Yeah. Mi Fantasia. There's a China Glaze glitter that I would pick over this one that looks very, very similar, if not better. This one I will probably keep. This is called That's What I Mint. It looks really, really gorgeous, and it's a gumdrop, so it has a rough texture when it dries. I like this one, so I'm keeping it. This one's called Seriously Citrus. It was part of their Coca-Cola collection. It was probably one of the first collections that I reviewed, and I think one of the last collections that Nicole by OPI actually did. I never use it. I don't like it. I've never reached for it. It's very, 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 very Sprite looking, and I just no thank you, so I will get rid of that one. Here's another Modern Family one. It's called Haley Good Lookin', and I actually really like this one. I just wish it wasn't so base heavy. It's a very cute ballet slipper pink glitter topper with some holographic glitter in there too, so I'm actually going to hold on to this one. I really, really like it, and I love the pink. This one is called Selena. It's a very cute peachy nude. This one's actually quite watery, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Even though I like this color, I don't want to deal with the watery formula. This is called Always a Classic Coca-Cola. Beautiful, like shimmery red. Definitely keeping this. I really love the gumdrop set that they came out with, so I will be keeping all 3 of these. We have Blueberry Sweet on You. The one in the middle is Candy is Dandy, and this last one is my Cherry Amour. I love these gumdrops because they have a really nice rough texture when they dry, and they're really, really beautiful and glittery, so definitely keeping these. This is If the Blue Fits. It looks very similar to one of the China Glaze colors that I kept, so I'm gonna get rid of it because I would probably go for one of those China Glaze more than this one. I love the Nicole by OPI ruffles. This one is I'm Stucco on You, and this one is the Rock the Look. They're textured polishes, so I love them, and they're in cute like pastel colors. Love it, keeping it. And then the rest of these are just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I might keep this one. This one is called DC Lover. It was part of the Coca-Cola collection, and it's a really interesting like silvery red glitter. It's not, I don't think it's able to be built up on its own because it seems really, really base heavy, but I just love the way it looks in the bottle. I think I'm gonna keep this one. It's really nice. Keeping that one. Getting rid of Pick of the Glitter. It's not my cup of tea. It's like a brown, a copper, and like a teal mixed together. The base is out of control, not doing it. This yellow is awful. I think I did a 30-second swatch on it. It's called Hit the Lights. It's not bad. It's really not that bad, honestly. Like for a yellow cream, it's a good solid 2-coater. I might actually hold on to it just to see if I have any other yellows, because I really don't have very many yellow creams, and you do need yellow for like nail art and stamping and stuff, so I'm gonna hold on to it for now, but if I have better yellows, I'm gonna get rid of it. And then these last 2, I don't want. I just don't want them. I don't want them. This one is called A Million Sparkles. It's a blue, like glittery polish. I have a Coloristic Carol that's better than this. I have a China Glaze that's better than this, so that one's gone. This one is called Fabulous Is My Middle Name. And again, like I don't think I have anything like this in my collection, but I'm not feeling it. I'm thinking no. As I hold it in my hand, I'm just like, okay, and are you done yet? Like, I don't want to do it, so I'm done. Okay, so my D-stash is growing tremendously, and I knew it would. I knew once we got through those like brands, I would have a whole lot to get rid of, and I really, really do. I'm very, very proud of myself. And here are the polishes that I'm keeping. So my Nicole by OPI has significantly shrunk down in size, which I appreciate. We have done a full shelf. So we did half of this one, and we did half of the one below. And now I definitely feel like I have enough room for all the polishes that I have remaining on the floor. I shouldn't have any problem to get the rest of my China Glaze and the rest of those polishes up there. So I feel like I'm making some really good progress. So I think I'm gonna end this video right here for today. This is definitely gonna be the end of day 2. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you want to see the rest of my destashing process. It's going to be a couple days worth of work, but I feel like it's going to be worth it in the end because I will finally have room for all of my polishes in my shelves, and it'll be great. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Make sure and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!